Shalom, brothers and sisters. Today we're going to be reading from Isaiah chapter 3 and 4, for where we will find that a lot of what this is talking about is going on, at least in the Western world today, which means that the judgments that's in these are coming too. And then afterwards, there will be extreme blessings for those who are left. Now, let us get started reading. For behold, the Lord of hosts doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, and the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water, the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet and the prudent and the ancient, the captain of 50 and the honorable man and the counselor and the cunning artificer and the eloquent orator. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them. Now let's stop right here on verse 4. I mean, is this not one of those things that we see today where the children are basically the ones in charge? I mean, look at it. You just go to any Walmart, might can see the kids throwing fits and everything because they can't get what they want. And a lot of times now the parents are giving it to them. Parents are now scared of disciplining their children, afraid that DCS will get called and their children will be taken from them. So, and then they turn around and complain that the children in schools and everything are unruly because the teachers can't even discipline them anymore. I mean, come on. If the parents are getting in trouble for disciplining them, and the teachers are getting in trouble for disciplining them, then how can you come around and say that, that they can be held responsible because their children misbehave? The children are ruling today. I mean, in some states, if you even look on there, children are being taken away because the parents refuse to let them have a sex change. I mean, we're talking about 10-year-old kids who are being taken away from their parents because their parents refuse to do transition them from being a boy to a girl or a girl to a boy. So, I mean, come on, that is, let's be honest, stupid. Okay, now let's continue reading. And the people shall be oppressed, everyone by another, and everyone by his neighbor. And the child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable. This again, we see that this is going on today. I mean, go to any place, and you'll see when you see a so-called Karen, the self-entitled person that's going to throw a fit because they didn't get their way and that everybody owes them something. No, quite frankly, nobody in this world owes you anything. You are not worthy of anything good. The only thing that we are worthy, because we are sinners, is hell, in which Christ came and died for us. So that if you accept him, you don't even have to do that. But yet, everybody wants to be self-entitled. Why? Why are we such a proud people now that we think that everybody owes us something? I mean, just look at the BLM and everything like that. Look at the LBGTQB, the alphabet soup, and you see the same thing. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you acceptance. Nobody owes you that. And now let's continue. When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house and his father, saying, Thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler, and let this ruin be under thy hand. And in that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be a healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people. For Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is falling, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory. The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sins as Sodom. They did not hide it. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded unto themselves. there again, does this not describe America today? We can replace this where it says, "For America is ruined and America is falling." Falling. And what are the major sins that Sodom done? I mean, if you read in Hebrews, the main thing it talks about is how they treat the poor, the homeless. And look at how we treat a lot in these cities and stuff, the poor and homeless. When you used to have police going into homeless camps, destroying these people's homes with knives and stuff, when they spent all the money they had on a tent and blankets so they can stay warm in the winter, and you want to take that away from them and run them off. Well, where do you expect them to go? I mean, and then you got to where when people are trying to do this, are trying to feed them and take care of these people, the police come, confiscate the food, pour bleach on the food, and throw it in the trash so nobody can eat it. And I mean, it's disgusting behavior like this. That was Sodom. I mean, and we are doing the very same things today. Now let's continue reading. Woe unto the wicked, for it shall be with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given to him. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, which lead thee, cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. And this again, both of these we see today. You know, the children are running amok. The children are basically in control of what the parents do nowadays. And it goes from there. Look at all this feminism and stuff that's in the world today. Women are taking control. You know, I mean, when you go to court, your wife leaves you and takes you to court. All she's got to do is accuse you of something, and you go to jail. And we all know that the court system is rigged against the men. The men basically have zero rights anymore. They are slowly being taken away from us. Anybody with any eyes in the world can see this. Now let's continue reading. And the Lord standeth up to plead, and standeth to judge the people. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people and the princes thereof. For ye have eaten up the vineyard, the spoil of the poor is in your house. What mean ye that ye beat my people to pieces and grind the face of the poor, saith the Lord of hosts? Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they do, making a trickling with their feet. Therefore the Lord will smite the scab of the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. I mean, then again, this right here is exactly what you see in the world today. You know, women being prideful and, and all and stuff are walking around, I mean, half naked, showing everything they have, and then crying, why can't I get a man? Well, I'm going to leave it there for today. Next time we will continue on in this. All right. Thank you all very much, and have a good night. Please like and subscribe and share. Thank you.